And we apologize for the technical difficulties as we're underway here at the Hive, Angola and Mississinawa. Angola came up empty on their first offensive possession, and now Rupel will come up with a steal. Angola back the other way, knocks into the paint, draws the contact, and he'll go to the line and shoot two.
Number 50, Trey Van Lanningham is first. At the line for the Hornets, Niles Knox.
So Knox to the free throw line. It's the free throw up and missed it. And imagine for the players, a little bit of an adjustment too. Coming out playing on the middle of an afternoon. Although there's been lots of it around the state with the holiday tournaments, and Angola will get the turnover, but foul going to be called against Ole Miss. And that's going to go on Quentin Swanner.
Quentin Swanner is first, team second.
Inside it goes. Stuckey couldn't get it to go. Tapped it again. Wouldn't go. Knox with another rebound. Out it comes to Weber. And now they'll work it around to Knox, and Angola will have a chance to reset. Knox trying to work off the dribble left side. Got it to Stuckey. Drives baseline. Found an opening. Couldn't get it to go. And the rebound comes down to Trey Van Landingham. Here's a baseline drive by Trent Van Landingham. Couldn't get it to go. Trey Van Landingham with a rebound is fouled, and he'll shoot two. So both teams have missed shots in the paint to start.
Lids on the buckets.
Van Landingham's free throw is on the way, and that's no good. And I swear they did warm up, both teams.
Tough going early.
Yeah. Van Landingham second, just like Knox gets 1 out of 2, and we're tied at 1. 6:13 to play here in the opening quarter. Stuckey will work the dribble. High on the left side, tried to get the bounce pass down low, and it's kicked out of bounds by Seth Yoder. Here's Stuckey down to the baseline, tries to back in. Hit position, kick in the corner, 3 in the air is off the side of the rim, no. It was Caswell that got the 3, couldn't get it to go, and now a whistle and a foul on Ole Miss. And that's going to go on Yoder, and that's his first. That's 3 team fouls here in the early going against Ole Miss.
3 quick ones.
Inbounds comes to Rupel, and he'll put it off the glass and in. First bucket of the afternoon for Tyler Rupel. Rupel came into the game averaging just under 8 points a contest. And the Hornets will force a turnover. Here's Weber back the other way and had it blocked.
Whoa.
That was a heck of a defensive play from Trent Van Landingham.
Yes, it was.
He was able to high point the ball, and that was against the 6'6 Weber. And that's out of bounds, and Weber going to be called for the foul.
It's his second already, I believe.
So Weber's got 2, and that's going to force Angola to go to the bench, and Jake Fraley's going to check into the lineup. That'll be after the free throws from Ravion Fetz. First one's off the side, no good. This is the sophomore we were telling you about that leads the Indians in scoring, rebounding, assists, and steals. 75% free throw shooter on the season. Second one is on the way, and that one almost came out. Falls through, and it's 3-2 Angola. Rupel will kick it out. That's Stuckey back inside to Rupel. Turns and Falls off the side of the rim, no good. And now Ole Miss looks to take their first lead. Betts pulls up, guarded by Rupel. Now stutter step into the lane, tried to get it to Van Landingham, and the pass was a little low, and Van Landingham just couldn't bring it in. Angola came into the game today 6-2 on the season. Ole Miss at 3-6. Here's Knox, and he's bumped and fouled. That'll be the 4th foul on Ole Miss here in the first quarter. And on Van Landingham, that'll be his second. Or excuse me, they put that on Swanson. That is his second. Inbounds comes for Knox, catches in the paint, muscles it up, couldn't get it to go. Stuckey, the offensive board, wouldn't go. And Ole Miss has got it on a run out back the other way, and the layup is up and good for Trent Van Landingham. And the Indians have their first lead of the afternoon at 4-3. Stuckey lost the handle, picked up by Van Landingham. Out it comes to Fetz into the front court. Stutter step as he gets into the lane, cut off by Fraley. Back out it goes for the deep three from Trent Van Landingham, and that's good. So Ole Miss now leads it by 4, and Angola wants a timeout. We'll take a break. Back after this. Ole Miss 7, Angola 3. You're watching high school basketball at Hometown Media.
Farmer State Bank opened its doors and began serving our communities in 19.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
7-3, Mississinawa. 3:59 to play here in the opening quarter.
One out of 8 from the floor.
Reed Lance is checked in now for the Hornets. He's got the ball on the left side, finds Rupel around to Fraley. Drives in, tried to dump it off for Knox, and it was tipped away and picked up and put in by Tyler Rupel. 4 for Rupel. Angola cuts the lead back to 2. I think Ole Miss might have gotten the memo that Angola likes to chuck it from the cheap seats because they haven't let them get a really good look at all from behind the arc. And Rupel applying the pressure to Seth Yoder and almost forced him either into a backcourt violation or out of bounds, and Yoder throws it off of Rupel, and Mississinawa retains possession. Here's a strip by Knox as he knocked it right away from Dakota Hill. On the other end, Lance will throw it up. No, but he's fouled and he will shoot 2. Now it'll go against Corbin Weaver. That's his first. Ole Miss now over the limit with 3:10 to play here in the opening quarter. Lance at 80% free throw shooter puts the first one up. That's off the front, no good. Caswell's going to check back in for Angola season to replace Rupel. And the second one is good. And it's 7-6. It was all Corbin Weaver could do to keep from falling in the lane during that free throw. Here's Fats, little floater in the lane, and that's good. And that's partly why he averages nearly 16 points a ball game. Stuckey got it to Caswell. Out it comes to Lance. Back to Caswell. Now Knox drives it down the lane. Shot fake, leans in, off the glass and good.
Knox for 2.
Angola cuts it back to 1. It's 9-8, but Mississinawa's got a lot of length on that perimeter.
Boy,
Here's
he is
Fetz.
quick.
Nice move. The dump down low. Back to Fetz in the lane. That's off the side. No good. And Knox has the rebound. Angola looks to regain the lead. Knox coast to the basket. Couldn't get it to go. And Mississinawa back the other way. Quickly to the other end. Van Landingham had it poked away, but Ole Miss will retain possession. Fetz tried to drive through the lane. A lot of contact. He hit the deck. No call. Knox on the other end. Couldn't get it to go. Tap wouldn't go by Stuckey. And Ole Miss has got it back the other way. Fetz corrals a long inbounds pass and lays it off the glass and in. And now Ole Miss wants a timeout. Indians lead it 11-8. We'll take a quick break. Back after this. You're watching high school basketball at Hometown Media.
This is where I work.
But this place,
It's also where I live.
Sometimes people talk about a community hospital.
and what they mean is a destination, a street address.
But here it's deeper than that.
Here, community is not about a place.
It's about people.
People who want help living healthier lives.
And the people helping them get there.
The true destination is health.
And that's why now it's in our name.
This is where I work.
But this place,
It's also where I live.
11-8, Ole Miss with the lead. 1:43 to play here in the opening quarter. It's Angola basketball. Hornets, we talked about earlier, average 25 three attempts per game, and they've been hardly able to get one. Caswell couldn't get that to go. They've missed several shots at the rim here in this first quarter. Rupel trying to throw it down low to Knox, and it hit the rim. Ole Miss comes away with the Angola turn. I guess that goes as a shot attempt.
I don't know.
And here's a whistle and a foul on Angola. And it's going to send Fetz to the free throw line. Rupel picks up his first. That's 3 against Angola. That's his free throw is good. Well, the majority of Angola's shots have come in the paint. They just haven't been able to get hardly anything to drop. Second one is good as well. That's 7 first quarter points for Ravion Fetz. And Ole Miss with their biggest lead of 5 at 13-8. Down low to Rupel, spins, shoots, and scores. Rupel has 6 of Angola's 10 first quarter points. We're under a minute to go.
3 out of 4, all from the inside.
Fetz against Rupel, used up his dribble. Off to Corbin Weaver, his long 3, no good. Rupel's got the rebound. Gets it to the center of the floor, bounce pass, trying to get it. Knox pass was too low, and Ole Miss will take it away. And the long outlet pass is deflected and then stolen by Fraley. Up ahead, here's Lance. Off balance, dumps it down for Knox. Well, that Ole Miss defense is really bothering Angola right now. Here's Fetz to the other end, gathers composure and lays it in. Back to a 5-point Indian lead. Down to the final 8 seconds. Ole Miss will have the basketball to start the second quarter. Here's Fraley. Had it knocked away and stolen. Van Landingham from just inside half court is no good. And we go to the second quarter. Ole Miss leads at 15-10. Back after this on Hometown Media.
Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more.
Steuben County REMC wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Energy Camp is perfect for them. We can't forget the young artists in the family. Students of all ages can submit their artwork to the Cooperative Calendar Art Contest. Did I mention it's all free? Find out more information or apply at www.remcsteuben.com.
We go to the second quarter, 15-10, Ole Miss leads, and it was a brutal quarter shooting-wise for Angola, and I think maybe probably the biggest, most frustrating thing for Coach Brian Weber, and most of those shots were the paint.
Yeah, 4 out of 15 inside, attempted 1-3 from outside, and then only 2 for 4 from the line. And you had mentioned they're averaging 25 a game from outside, and they only put up 1 in the first quarter.
Yeah. And a lot of that is, it's not like Ole Miss is huge, but they do have length around the perimeter, and so far it's bothered Angola. And now they try to throw it inside for Trent Van Landingham, and it's over his head and out of bounds, and Angola gets a turnover to start the second quarter.
He's got hops, but I think that would have taken a Kua to come down with that one.
Yeah.
You see that catch last night?
Which one?
The one that wasn't counted as a catch?
No, I didn't see anything from last night. Here's another Ole Miss turnover as they're piling up for both teams here in the first half.
Oh, my goodness.
And Angola gives it right back. Van Landingham to the other end.
Oh, my goodness.
And almost turned it right back over, but Angola couldn't come up with the basketball. Here's a catch and shoot 3 from Van Landingham, and that's good. Caught it and fall away from the corner. And Ole Miss with their biggest lead, 18-10. Caswell high on the left side. Cross court for Fraley. Drives it in the paint, lays it up. That rolls off. Offensive rebound and the putback good from Ryan Stuckey.
4th rebound for Stuckey.
Seems like he's got about 12.
Yeah.
$18 to 12. Ole Miss leads it. Fetz trying to get down in the paint. Got it to Van Landingham. Tossed it up with the right hand. Wouldn't go. And then they'll throw it away. Leach, Thomas check in for the first time. Knox back in for Angola. Romello Robinson checks in for the first time for Ole Miss. Knox into the lane, out it goes. Long 3 in the air is good for Tyler Ruppel. And he's had a good start this afternoon as Angola cuts the lead to 3. It's 18-15. And Angola will take it away on the other end. Hornets with numbers back the other way, but Ole Miss does a nice job to fill up the lanes and cut the ball off. Here's Thomas, jump stop in the lane, leans in, double team, throws it up, got it. And it's a 1-point lead now for Ole Miss, 18-17. Angola's starting to find the bottom of the net, but commit the foul here, and that's going to go on Thomas. That'll be his first against the Hornets here in this quarter. Last couple trips about as cohesive as Angola's looked all afternoon.
Yeah.
Maybe he had to burn off some of those Christmas cookies. Here's another Ole Miss turnover. Up ahead it comes to Thomas. He'll lean in, off the glass, wouldn't go, but a whistle and a foul is going to send Ben Thomas to the free throw line, and a foul will go on Van Landingham, and that'll be his second.
Ruppel's been a steal machine.
Or check that, his first.
That's 3 or 4 steals for Ruppel.
A couple here, and Thomas could wipe out that 8-point lead. The first one's no good. Haven Stockcamp will check in for the first time as he's in for Stuckey. And, of course, Leach up on the lane. 5:34 to play here in the first half. Thomas's second free throw is good. That's an 8-0 run for Angola to tie it back up at 18-8 after they trailed 18-10. Now Lance is in for Rupel. Here comes full court pressure by Angola. Fats will bring it across the timeline against Lance. That's into the lane and a whistle and a foul. They're going to put that on Lance.
His first, team second.
And Landingham will toss it in from down on the baseline. Comes into Fats. Now he's got Stockamp on him. And he calls for the clear out. Knox comes over to help. Fets' jumper no good, and Stockamp's got the rebound. And Fets, he didn't exactly break any records of trying to get up.
No, he did not.
That's out of bounds. It'll be Ole Miss basketball.
I think he was mad about not getting fouled, wasn't he?
I think it might have been it, yeah. Now Ole Miss wants a full timeout. We'll take it with them. We're back after this. Angola 18, Ole Miss 18 on Hometown Media.
The hometown life is a good life. Morning coffee at a local cafe. Friendly people who always take the time to stop and say hello. Our hometown is a great place to build a future. We're here to help you do it.
Jeremy Bracey with Remax Results is proud to serve our community with the same heart and dedication you see on game night. Whether you're buying your first home or selling your next, Jeremy's here to guide you every step of the way. Call 260-466-5037 and let's reach your goals together. Jeremy Bracey with Remax Results. Well, the shooting in the Hive today is about as cold as the temperature outside. Both teams struggling to put it through the bottom of the net. 18-18 as we're under 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Ole Miss had an 8-point lead. Angola currently on an 8-0 run to tie it back up. Here's Fats. Now he's got Rupel on him. So Angola's went back to, well, actually Angola's went to a zone. Here's Fetz. He got around everybody to the basket. I think Knox might have deflected it, but Van Landingham there to pick it up and put it in. 20-18. Knox will take the triple. That's good. And Angola regains the lead, 21-20. Kick in the corner. Van Landingham for a triple. That's no good. Van Landingham the rebound, and then a held ball, and this one will go to Angola. Corbin Weaver, junior, back off the bench for Ole Miss. Angola has started to heat up a little bit here on their last few trips down the floor.
A couple threes.
Here's Leach. Over to Stockamp. Now Lance. Back to Knox into the lane. Three in the left wing is short for Stockamp. Ole Miss has got the rebound. Long outlet for Yoder. He'll lay it up, count it, and a foul. And Ole Miss regains the lead. So Yoder picks up his first bucket, chance for the three-point play, and give Ole Miss a 2-point lead, and he does. 23-21, Stuckey back in for Angola. Weber will check back in. Dakota Hill back in now for Ole Miss, along with Trent Van Landingham. I can't lie. The news with Morgan Gardy this week made me smile.
Yeah, I thought it probably did.
She looks good in that blue.
She does.
Here's a three from Knox. It's no good. Long rebound tapped out, and Ruppel will trap it down by the timeline. Knox finds Ruppel in the corner, and it was taken away. Fetz got the steal. Down low, that's blocked by Stuckey as Yoder got it inside. Stuckey blocked it from behind. Angola got it back the other way, and two more for Knox. And we're tied at 23.
It's good seeing Maya and the Rambler look as well, too.
And that's a lot closer.
It is. And what is Kentucky? 6 from here? 7?
Hours?
Yeah.
About 5.
Ah, well, that's not bad then.
Made that trip a lot of times.
I bet.
Angola got the turnover back the other way. Two more for Knox.
Boy, did he hustle down the floor.
She goes to the national runner-up, who really just run into a buzzsaw against Texas A&M, and they only lose one senior.
Wow. Was
Eva
that
Hudson? Yeah. Another Indiana girl from Dwenger. 25-25. Ole Miss gets it back again after another Angola turnover.
We had some battles with her over the years, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Wasn't she on the court the night of the boom? Down goes Dwenger.
She might have been.
Here's a floater in the lane that's good. Trent Van Landingham has two more. Ole Miss seesaws back on top, 27-25. You look at the score, you'd think the pace has been kind of slow, but they've gotten up and down the floor. It's just both teams have turned it over a lot. This was one of Angola's longer possessions of the half. Here's Knox. Inside Stuckey, fouled from behind. That'll go on Yoder. And it'll send Ryan Stuckey to the free throw line, looking to add to his 2 points here in the first half, as we're just a couple ticks under a minute. Stuckey's free throw is good.
His first attempt of the night.
Missed the sack when Knox with the offensive rebound, had it knocked away, hits the floor and calls the timeout. So Angola will take the 30-second timeout. Today's game brought to you in part by Autocraft Auto Body. From the classics to the contemporary, they do it all. Collision repair, frame repair, they even restore the classics. And don't forget, you've got the right to choose who repairs your damaged vehicle, not your insurance company. Choose the pros at Autocraft Auto Body, 1001 South Wayne Street in Angola, 260-665-0077. After tonight, or today's game, Angola's off all the way till I believe it's the 9th of January when they've got a road game at Prairie Heights.
Whoa, that's a long break.
Yeah, that's why they went and tried to get this game in here. Girls are back in action Saturday night. That should be a dandy over at Fremont.
Oh, yes.
Fremont's really good.
That'll be a full crowd.
Yeah, they've been ranked in the top 10 in 1A pretty much all year.
Did you see Snowball knocked off Eastside this week? East Noble girls.
Knox catches the inbound, drives in the lane. Off-balance shot is good, and Niles knocks in double figures. He's got 12. Here's Van Landingham. Left side Fetz. On over to Van Landingham in the corner. Back right side, long three is short from Weaver. And Angola's got the rebound, knocks double teamed in the backcourt. And this is the first time we've really seen Ole Miss try to apply pressure full court. Here's Stuckey down to 13 seconds to go. Anticipate Angola holding it for the final shot. Ole Miss has the possession arrow, but now the ball's loose on the floor and a whistle and a foul. That's going to go on Reed Lance, and all things considered, not a bad foul.
I was just going to say that same
Ole
thing.
Miss will have to inbound it. That's only the fourth foul on Angola this quarter. I think Landy Van Anden picked that up. It's probably a layup. Inbounds comes to Fetz, down to 3, down to 2. He'll shoot it over Stuckey. It's an air ball, and that's how the first half is going to come to an end here at the Hive in Angola, with the Hornets leading Mississinawa by 1, 28-27. We've got more coming up. You're listening or watching high school basketball on Hometown Media.
Are you ready to join the Triton Metal Products starting lineup? You could be a Triton if you have grit, a strong work ethic, and you're ready to make a meaningful difference in your life. Triton offers excellent pay, great benefits, and we will train you. Join an elite team of minds plus machines. Apply now at tritonmp.com/careers. Are you
Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
The hometown life is a good life. Morning coffee at a local cafe. Friendly people who always take the time to stop and say hello. Our hometown is a great place to build a future. We're here to help you do it.
Back at the Hive in Angola, where the Hornets lead the Ole Miss Indians 28-27 at the break, and both teams really struggled offensively in that first half, and both teams turned it over a lot in the first half.
Yeah, they did. There was probably, 4 trips up and down the floor where it was an exchange of turnovers. Stats for the first half: Rupel with 1 rebound, Stuckey with 5, Stockkamp with 1, Lance with 1, Niles Knox with 4. Rupel had 9 points in the first half. Ben Thomas had 3. Ryan Stuckey with 3. Reed Lance with 1. Niles Knox with 12. Shooting 9 out of 22 inside for 41%. 2 out of 5 from outside for 40%. 4 out of 8 from the line for 50%. And probably the biggest difference between this game and all the others we've seen up until this point, and we commented about it at the end of the first quarter, they're averaging 25 threes a game. They took
Shooting 25, yeah.
Shooting, yeah. They shot 5 in the first half.
And, you know, we talked about it earlier. I think a lot of that had to do with the length. Mississinawa's got on the perimeter. Some of the guys just haven't been able to get a shot off.
Running them off the line.
Yeah. It'll be Ole Miss basketball to start the third quarter. They trail at 28-27.
Well, another year with the Bengals and the Lions not in the Super Bowl.
I know. Super Bowl playoffs.
Oh, God. We're going to be broadcasting in our 80s saying the same thing.
Yeah, and my Bengals do the same thing every year. They get eliminated, then they decide they want to play a little defense.
Yeah.
Or win 3 or 4 in a row, and then the front office thinks, oh, we got it turned around. I'm going to consider they played the Dolphins and the Cardinals the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's brutal. Here's a 3 for Van Landingham, and that's good. (30 to 28), Ole Miss by 2. Here's Rupel. He had a nice first half. Got it to Caswell. Found a little seam and rolls it around the rim and in, and we're tied at 30. Swanner against Caswell. This is Yoder into the paint. Out it goes to Fetz for a deep 3, and that's good. So back-to-back threes from Ole Miss to start the third quarter, and the Indians lead at 33-30. Knox into the paint, throws it up off balance, and that's good.
Knox for 2.
It might be a fun second half if Niles Knox is going to start throwing in those kind of shots.
Yeah.
Here's a fall-away jumper that rolls around and falls through, and Ole Miss has hit their first 3 shots to start the third quarter.
As cold as everybody was in the first half, things have certainly changed.
That one from Swammer. Here's Stuckey with a finger roll up and good.
Basket by Ryan Stuckey.
There's the same 2 teams that just played the first 16 minutes of this game.
Not sure what happened at half.
(35-34). Fetz will kick in the corner. Here's a 3 from Swanner. That one rattles around and falls through. That's 3 threes in this quarter for Ole Miss. They'll take the timeout. They lead at 38-34. It's a 30-second timeout. Don't forget, today's game brought to you in part by Autocraft Auto Body. They do it all from classics to the contemporary. Collision repair, frame repair. They even restore the classics. And don't forget, you've got the right to choose who repairs your damaged vehicle, not your insurance company. Choose the pros at Autocraft Auto Body, 1001 South Wayne Street in Angola. Give Robert Jamie a call, 260-665-0077. There's 11 quick points for Ole Miss out of the locker room. 3 threes and a 2 to start this third quarter. They now lead at 38-34. Their biggest lead of the game was 8 at 18-10. Angola then went on an 8-0 run to tie it up, and the game's been nip and tuck ever since then. Here's Ruppel to Knox. Fakes the handoff, splits 2 defenders, kick in the corner. Stuckey got a look from 3, and that's good. And as cold as both teams were in the first half, they're that hot here in the third quarter.
On fire.
What was it Dan Patrick used to say? En fuego?
Yeah.
Weber picks up his third foul. And that's going to get Ben Thomas off the bench and in for Angola. Reed Lance will also check in for the Hornets. Ruppel and Weber will have a seat. Swanner drives it into the lane, got it to Van Landingham. Nice kick out for Yoder. Got a step on Fraley, had it poked away, and Fraley comes away with a steal. Up ahead to Thomas. Thomas, Euro step, lays it up and in. And Angola regains the lead, 39-38.
Intensity level picked up a little bit, too.
It has. Here's a drive by Fetz that's no good, but he's fouled. That'll go on Ben Thomas. And for Thomas, that'll be his second. That's 2 on Angola here in the quarter. And it's going to send Ravion Fetz to the free throw line. Came in averaging just under 16. He's got 14 now. Make it 15. And really, they've been a quiet 15 for him.
Mm-hmm.
Second one on the way. That's good. So Ole Miss seesaws back in front. Now here come the Indians with some full court pressure. That ball was kicked by Van Landingham. Angola will try again, and now they'll bring reinforcements into the backcourt. Inbounds comes to Lance. Got it to Stuckey. Now Angola beats the pressure. They've got numbers the other way. Thomas will take it baseline. Got it to Knox and had it blocked from behind by Van Landingham. I think Niles had a notion that might go down.
I did too.
Didn't he?
Yeah. He's had a couple, Ben Landingham's had a couple really nice blocks.
Yes, he has. Inbounds comes deep out near the timeline for Fraley. Here's Lance back to Stuckey. Angola playing from behind again, down by 1. Lance inside, and Angola regains the lead by 1. That's 3 for Reed Lance. Here's a drive into the lane. Van Landingham picks up the loose ball and puts it in. Pass from Swanner wasn't that great, but nice job by Van Landingham to come up with it. Here's Stuckey inside, and they say that was a clean block by Yoder. It'll be Angola ball out of bounds. Stuckey will inbound. Angola again trails by a point with exactly 4 minutes to go here in the third. And a whistle and a foul, and that's going to go on Van Landingham on the reach. And that's his second. First team foul against Ole Miss here in the second half. Here's Knox in the corner. Out it comes to Thomas. Runs it into the lane, out to Fraley. Ole Miss has really picked up their defensive intensity here in the second half, too.
Yes, they have.
Lance got a step on his man, and Van Landingham recovered, blocked it from behind, but is called for the foul. He took a big fall because he came down on top of Lance, and Lance gets up a little gimpy. Van Landingham appears to be okay.
Van Landingham is second. At the line for the Hornets, Reed Lance.
Lance had him beat. That was very athletic just to be able to catch back up.
Yeah.
Lance's free throw is off the front iron, no. Corbin Weaver will check back in, and Van Landingham will get a breather after taking that big fall. Lance's second as he tries to tie it is no good. And the rebound comes down to Swanner. He'll be pressured in the backcourt by Thomas. Swanner will get it across the timeline, and Thomas will pick up the foul. That'll be his third. Rupel and Caswell re-enter. Lance and Thomas will have a seat. That's nice move. Puts it off the glass, left it short. Knox has the rebound. Rupel kick in the corner. Back out it comes to Caswell. Cross court Stuckey. Handoff for Knox. Down to the baseline. Drives and lays it up and in. We talked at the top of the broadcast. It was two of the better sophomores in the state. Knox has 16. Fetz has 16.
Yeah. Two very nice sophomores.
Dakota Hill back in for Mississinawa. Trey Van Landingham will have a seat. Angola again leads it 43-42. We're under 3 minutes to play here in the third. Swanner has it knocked away. Now it's loose on the floor. Scramble for the loose ball, and all hustle from Tommy Caswell. That'll be Angola basketball.
That was pure hustle.
Yes, it was. Stuckey across the timeline. Angles it over to the left side. Back up top it comes to Rupel. Inside Knox, spins, shoots, couldn't get it to go. Offensive rebound wouldn't go.
That's got to be goaltending.
It had to be that. He was in the net. How did three officials miss that? How did three officials miss that?
I don't know. I don't know what they could have been looking at.
Here's a drive by Knox. That's no good, but a whistle and a foul is going to go on Dakota Hill.
This is a foul, number 21, Dakota Hill, his first. At the line for the Hornets, Niles Knox.
Niles Knox's free throw is good. Angola leads at 44-42. Second one from Knox, that's good. And Angola back to a three-point lead, 45-42, 2:18 to play here in the quarter. And here's a foul away from the basket on Fraley. This is the kind of stuff that'll drive Coach Weber crazy. Angola's last two fouls have both been about 70 feet away from the basket.
Yeah. Yep.
Swanner up top against Caswell. Things have been really physical on the perimeter. And here's a whistle and a foul. And they're going to.
Foul, number 20,
Those guys have been getting into it the last couple trips down the floor.
It's 4 fouls on Angola. I mean, for two schools that have never, ever played each other, there's been a little feistiness in this game. So Fetz will go to the free throw line. He's got a 16-point afternoon going, make it 17. This game's had pretty high intensity. I can't imagine if it stays like this what the final 2 or 3 minutes might be like.
Yeah.
Here's Fraley right side. Left side, Rupel. Mississippi only averaged 49 points coming in as Rupel's 3 is no good, but Knox there to clean it up and put it in. And they've got 44 through the first, not even 3 quarters. Angola will take a 30-second timeout. They lead it 47-44. We'll hold it right here. When was the last time Michigan and Michigan State both scored more than 110 on the same night?
Wow. I mean, the Big Ten has some good basketball.
They do.
Yeah.
Was it 7? Did I see 6 or 7 40-point wins for Michigan already?
Yeah, yeah. And I think, 7 games where they've scored over 100.
Yeah.
I know it's
insane.
Yeah. And I could not tell you who one player on that team is.
No.
I think they're almost all from the transfer portal,
Yeah.
aren't they?
They're getting it done, though. Well, I tell you what, Baylor signed the kid from the NBA, and the rest of the college basketball world's exploding. How's that even possible?
I thought it used to be when you declared for the NBA, you weren't coming back.
Well, see, I thought how they fixed that was it used to be if you declared, you had to go. And then they left it, you could declare, go through the process. If you didn't get the feedback you wanted, you could go back.
Right.
Not actually go play in an NBA game.
Correct. And actually be in the draft.
Yeah. I mean, he collected it. That guy who was going to Baylor collected an NBA paycheck. Now the question is, does he take a pay cut going back to college?
Probably. No, I bet he takes a raise.
I wouldn't doubt it. I think Izzo called Scott Drew on it, too.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And I seen it had Calipari all worked up, and I saw some comments online from Matt Painter at Purdue.
Oh, Painter was really upset about it.
Well, there's no guardrails. There's no rules.
No.
You know, we're seeing it in football, too. Second one is no good. (47-44) Angola coming up on a minute to play here in the third quarter. Here's a lob for Knox, and he'll lay it up and in. Got behind the defense and put it in, and 5-point lead is the biggest of the afternoon for the Hornets. Fetz will kick it over in the corner. 3 in the air from Weaver is no good. Fraley the rebound for Angola. And a whistle and a reach-in foul on Swanner.
Mississippi foul number 22, Quentin Swanner, his third, team's fourth.
Trent Van Landingham back in for Ole Miss as he comes in to replace Corbin Weaver. Inbounds deep in the backcourt to Stuckey. Angola 5-point lead in the basketball. Ole Miss has the possession arrow. They'll get the ball to start the third quarter unless we have one here late in this quarter. Down to 20 seconds. Rupel against Van Landingham. Got it back to Stuckey. Stuckey trying to turn the corner, cut off. Nice help from Fetz. Got it to Knox. His shot won't go, but he's fouled and he'll shoot two with 7.7 to go in the quarter.
Foul number 50, Trey Van Landingham, his third.
Trey Van Landingham picks up his third. And Knox to the free throw line. He's got a 22-point game going here through not quite 3 quarters, make it 23. And so far, the Hornets have needed every one of them.
12 in the first half, 11 in the third quarter.
Trying to make it a 7-point lead. And he does. 50-44. Fetz from deep. That's no good. Angola's got a shot back the other way with Fraley, but it's short. And the Hornets will take a 7-point lead into the fourth quarter. Angola 51. Mississinewa 44. Back after this on Hometown Media.
Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more.
Sometimes people talk about a community hospital.
And what they mean is a destination, a street address.
But here it's deeper than that.
Here, community is not about a place.
It's about people.
People who want help living healthier lives.
And the people helping them get there.
The true destination is health.
And that's why now it's in our name.
We head to the fourth quarter. Angola leads at 51-44. Niles Knox with a game-high 24 so far for Angola. Ravion Fetz has 18 to lead Ole Miss. Only other player in the game in double figures is Trent Van Landingham for the Indians, who has 15. And a shot from Van Landingham is no good to start the third quarter. Angola back the other way. Here's Weber. Leaves it for Rupel. Inside to Stuckey. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound knocked around. Picked up by Knox. Still loose. Now finally corralled by Weaver. Bouncing around like a hot potato to start the fourth quarter. Here's a baseline drive, and the shot is up and good from Dakota Hill. (51-46) Angola. Angola, do you just kind of sit back and let them play in that 2-3 zone for a while?
Nope.
Stuckey, strong guy to the basket, wouldn't go. Got his own rebound. Put back wouldn't go. And that'll send the 6'3 senior to the free throw line.
Mississinewa foul number 50, Trey Van Landingham, his fourth. At the line, shooting two, Ryan Stuckey.
Yoder back in for Mississinewa.
2 out of 3 at the line for Ryan this afternoon.
(53-46) Angola. You catch the score up. Now the score on your screen is correct. .654 to play. It's been a fairly intense physical game for two teams that have no history whatsoever together. Angola shooting for their 7th win as Ole Miss will turn it over. Rupel got the steal, coast to coast, up, couldn't get it to go. Knox tipped the rebound loose and brought out of there by Van Landingham. Pass up ahead to Swander, back out it comes to Fetz. And his pass for Van Landingham goes right through his legs and out of bounds. It'll be Angola basketball.
Couple turnovers in a row for Mississippi.
Romello Robinson, a freshman, is checked in now for Ole Miss. He wears number 1. Angola, three-pointer away from grabbing the first double-digit lead of the game for either team, but threes have been hard to come by for the Hornets. Here's Stuckey on a nice backdoor handoff from Knox. And Stuckey's got 12. And Angola leads it by 9, 55-46. And a steal. Rupel's got it back the other way, and he'll lay it up and in. And first time tonight, Angola has a double-digit lead, 57-46, and Mississippi wants a timeout. We're back after this. You're watching high school basketball. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC.
Steuben County REMC wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Energy Camp is perfect for them. We can't forget the young artists in the family. Students of all ages can submit their artwork to the Cooperative Calendar Art Contest. Did I mention it's all free? Find out more information or apply at www.remcsteuben.com.
Angola's run the lead to double digits for the first time tonight. They lead at 57-46. 5:49 to play here in the fourth quarter. But we saw to start this second half, Ole Miss more than capable of putting up points in a hurry when they hit 3 straight threes and had a 2, scored 11 points in about the first 2 minutes of the third quarter.
The intensity level and the amount of physicality on the perimeter tonight has made it interesting.
Yeah, I mean, for two teams that have never faced each other. Here's a catch and shoot 3 in the corner from the freshman Romello Robinson. It brings Ole Miss back to within 8, 57-49. Here's Knox. Hands off for Stuckey. Out kick for Rupel. His three's off the front of the rim, no good. Stuckey's got the offensive rebound. Put back wouldn't go. Got a tap, wouldn't go. And on the second attempt, Stuckey's fouled and will go to the free throw line. I give Ryan Stuckey credit for one thing. When his shot's not falling, he crashes the boards.
Yes, he does. 8 rebounds for him.
A lot of kids that go off and sulk if their shot's not going down. He just goes and keeps going.
He has 8 rebounds. Knox has 8 rebounds.
Now he's got 13 points to go along with those 8 rebounds. Got them both. 14 and 8 now for Stuckey. Angola's close to being able to have 2 kids and a double-double. Here's a turnaround jumper in the paint that's no good. And Rupel's got the rebound for Angola. Under 5 to go. Angola with a 10-point lead, 59-49. Caswell works it right side, down the right side of the lane and lays it in. It didn't look like early Angola would get close to their average of 65.5 points a ball game. Well, it's looking more like for the 4th time this year they may possibly get to 70. Here's a whistle and a foul. That's going to go on Knox. And Knox says he was hooked.
Foul number 24, Knox, his first.
That'll be his first. That's the first against Angola here in the quarter. One thing we haven't seen tonight so far, as Swatton gets loose on the inbound and puts it in. We haven't seen a flopping call tonight.
No, we have not.
Basket's good. Quarter foul number 3, Ryan Stuckey, his first. At the line for Mississippi, shooting 1, Seth Yoder.
So Swanner to the free throw line. And he completes the three-point play. And it brings Ole Miss back to within single digits at 61-52. Indians come with a full court pressure. Angola will get it across the timeline. Stuckey will take it coast to coast and lay it in. 16 now for Stuckey. That'll be the second on Knox. Angola's done a nice job on Ravion Fetz here in the second half. He had 16 at halftime. He's only scored 2 points here in the third and fourth quarters. Now he's got it in the paint. Got it to Hill. His shot won't go, but a second effort from to go to Hill will put it in. Here's Rupel. Got it back to Knox. Tried to turn the corner, got it to Caswell, bobbled, got it back. Now up top it comes to Stuckey. We're under 3:30 to go. Stuckey working it against the freshman, Romello Robinson. Now back to Caswell. Hornets have taken a lot of time off the clock in this possession. And here's a whistle and a foul on Fetz. That'll be his first. That's the third against the Indians here in the fourth quarter. And it's going to get Van Landingham and Swanner back off the bench and back into the ball game as Robinson and Hill will have a seat for Ole Miss. Stuckey will get it across the timeline as we come up on 3 minutes to play. Down the lane, lays it in. And that's 18 for Stuckey, and he's kind of taken over for Angola here in the last few minutes. Swanner, right side of the lane, out to Fetz. Has it against Rupel. A lot of contact by Dakota Hill. Shot wouldn't go. And Angola's got it back the other way as we dip under 2.5 minutes to go. Rupel, nice feed for Weber, and he'll lay it, missed it. And the rebound to Knox. Fights for position, put it up, no. Battle for it, Weber comes out with it, and then he's fouled. And, well, no foul, Angola took the timeout. 65-54, Angola leads it by 11. We're back after this. You're watching high school basketball. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
This is where I work.
But this place,
It's also where I live.
Sometimes people talk about a community hospital.
and what they mean is a destination, a street address.
But here it's deeper than that.
Here, community is not about a place.
It's about people.
People who want help living healthier lives.
And the people helping them get there.
The true destination is health.
And that's why now it's in our name.
This is where I work.
11-point lead for Angola and the basketball, 65-54, 2:12 to play here in the ball game. Here's Caswell, high on the left side, works it across the top of the key against Swanner. Back out it comes to Stuckey. Hornets have played much better, shot the ball much better since a really slow start they had offensively. Here's Caswell. Trying to get around the corner. Back out it comes to Stuckey. Boy, Ole Miss has let a lot of time run off the clock on this possession.
Last two, really.
And here's a whistle and a foul as Stuckey is knocked to the ground. That's only going to be the fourth foul, though, against Ole Miss. And they let Angola run the clock all the way down to a minute 34. There's been some really physical play this afternoon, which I think it'll serve both teams well going down the stretch. Rupel will inbound, comes into Stuckey. Up ahead to Rupel. Into the lane, out to Knox. And Angola again running more time off the clock, but now they'll turn it over as Fetz comes away with a steal. And it was blocked from behind by Knox. And really, you could take your pick, Knox or Stuckey.
They both got him.
And they're going to put that one on Knox. That'll be his third.
At the line from Mississippi, Ravion Fetz.
And Ravion Fetz to the free throw line. He's been held to just 2 points here in this second half. He's got 18 in the ball game, make it 19. And if I'm not mistaken, that's his first field goal in the second half.
I believe it is.
Counts the lead to 10, but the question right at the moment is, did Mississippi let Angola run too much of that clock off? They've cut it to 9. You know, Angola was able to run probably, a minute and a half off in their last two possessions.
Yeah, it was 3.5, 2 possessions. Well, actually, closer to a couple minutes.
Yeah. And now we're down to a minute 22. And, I mean, in reality, it's still just a 3-possession game. I mean, it's a very difficult 3 possessions, but it is a 3-possession game.
With both teams having 4 fouls, we're going to be getting to the foul line here pretty quickly.
And you're going to get down south just in time for the. Are you going to beat the cold weather down there tomorrow?
No, I'm driving.
So maybe the warm up will be back before.
Yeah, it looks like it. I'm stopping.
I saw Fort Myers Beach actually canceled the fireworks, the New Year's Eve fireworks, because the temperatures are going to be too cold.
Yeah, they said they thought they might be in the 20s.
Yeah, the real feel.
Or
Yeah,
at least the wind chill. Yeah. Yeah.
That is nuts. I've been down to Fort Myers New Year's where it was hotter than Hades.
Yeah. Yeah, getting as far as Nashville tomorrow night, and then probably down by Lake City the next day and finish it off. And you're right, it's supposed to be warmer by the time I get out there.
I'd take my time too.
Yeah.
Angola will get it across the timeline with a minute 18 to go. And Ole Miss doesn't look like in any big hurry to foul Angola on this possession either.
Oh,
that was a heck of a tip pass by Knox.
Yes, it was.
Here's Weber. Out it comes to Caswell as we go under a minute. And really, I don't understand the strategy from Ole Miss, but getting kind of late now. Down to 50 seconds, and Angola will take a timeout. Boy, I don't know. I think Ole Miss just let a lot of time run off the clock here in the last 3 minutes or so.
Yeah, they're going for the steal as opposed to the foul method.
So we've run it all the way down to 49.6 seconds here to go in this one. Angola's hit their season average of 65. Ole Miss came in averaging just a tick under 50 a game, so they're slightly over. The college football playoffs start tomorrow night. Ohio State, Miami tomorrow. 3 other games on Saturday.
Yep.
Anything stand out?
I'm just looking forward to all of them, I got to be honest.
You know, after having to see James Madison and Tulane in the first round, you're right.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I mean, I said all along, Notre Dame was mad at Miami and Alabama because they didn't get it. They should have been mad at the committee for putting Tulane and James Madison, and that's a joke.
Yeah.
You know, no college. We only got 12 teams, and there shouldn't be 21-point spreads. It shouldn't be. And then, you know, last year, the teams that got the byes really struggled.
Yeah.
Ole Miss looking to set up a trap, but Angola's run that clock all the way down, and now they'll commit the foul. That'll be their 5th, and It's going to send Knox to the free throw line, and he's got a chance to add to his 24 points.
That'll be their 5th and his 5th.
And Trey Van Landingham is fouled out.
Boy, for our fans that like the snowmobile, they're going to be able to head to the UP tomorrow.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
I saw today, I had on the weather, one of the weather channels at work this morning, and Marquette got 11 inches on Sunday and 17 inches on Monday.
With those 50-mile-an-hour winds?
I can't even. I mean, that's what we get a year down here.
Yeah.
Knox hits 1 of 2. It was kind of neat. I think it might have been the Fox Weather Channel that was on at work this morning, and they zoomed right in on southern Michigan and northeast Indiana. I mean, there was Coldwater, Angola, Ligonier, Auburn. They were all right there on the Weather Channel.
Oh, were they?
It was one of those heavy bands set up, and it was just coming through. That's going to do it. Angola's going to be able to run out the clock. Rupel had it knocked away. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hornets, but just 7.7 seconds remaining. There's another foul. That's going to send Stuckey back to the free throw line with 6.6 seconds to go. Van Landingham, or Trent Van Landingham, picks up his 3rd. Ryan Stuckey had trouble getting the shots to drop for himself in the first half, but kept battling on the boards, and he's got some shots to go here in the second half, and he's got himself up to 19 points, chance for 20 here.
He had 3 points at half.
Yeah. Got them both, and Angola's got 2 20-point scorers with he and Knox, and that'll do it. Angola gets the win as they knock off Ole Miss by a final score of 68-56. We'll come back and we'll wrap it up for you right after this. You're watching high school basketball. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC.
Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more.
Steuben County REMC wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Energy Camp is perfect for them. We can't forget the young artists in the family. Students of all ages can submit their artwork to the Cooperative Calendar Art Contest. Did I mention it's all free? Find out more information or apply at www.remcsteuben.com. Steuben County REMC wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer.
Back at the Hive at Angola, where the Hornets win it by a final tonight of 68-56. They overcome a slow start shooting offensively in the first half and still go on to better their season average by 3, 68-56. And a lot of it was Niles Knox in the first half, a little bit in the second half, and a whole lot of Ryan Stuckey in the second half.
That's exactly what it was. Rebounds for the ball game. Rupel with 3, Caswell with 1, Ben Thomas with 2, Ryan Stuckey with 8, Stockamp 1, Lance 1, Fraley 1, 9 for Niles Knox, 1 for Crew Weber. Points for the ball game. Rupel with 11, Caswell with 4, Ben Thomas with 5, Stuckey with 20. Stockamp did not score tonight. Reed Lance with 3, 25 for Niles Knox to lead the team. Shooting 9 out of 22 in the first half. Ended up shooting much better in the second half, 21 out of 43 for the game. They only attempted 4 threes in the second half, ended up 3 out of 9 for the ball game. And from the free throw line, they shot quite a bit in the second half. They ended up 14 out of 22, so 14 attempts in the second half, only 8 in the first half. Put it together, it's a pretty nice ball game.
You know, this is a team that's averaging 65 coming in, 65 points, and doing it on shooting 25 threes in a game. They scored 68 tonight, only shoot 9.
Yeah,
they found other ways to score tonight.
Yep, they did.
Well, Hornets will be idle now till the second weekend of January, when they will travel just up State Road 20 to take on Prairie Heights. That'll be a girls-boys doubleheader, and we won't have those for you because it costs too much. I think last time, didn't they want like $300 a game to do the games over there?
So.
Something like that. It was something outrageous. But if you're not doing anything Saturday night, should be a good one at the Cage in Fremont when Angola takes on Fremont. Both teams having really good years. That'll start with the girls JV at 6 and the varsity at 7:30. Well, enjoy the football, everybody. Have yourself a great New Year's. And